This week on Carolina All Out.
Halifax County. Halifax County turkeys in early May. This is Carolina All Out.
For any outdoorsman, the coming of spring is an anticipated event. Once the frost thaws and the flowers bloom, the ability to get back outside and hear nature come alive after the harsh winter months is exhilarating. Opportunity is everywhere, whether you enjoy turkey hunting, fishing, or simply getting your setups ready for the following whitetail season. For most sportsmen, it's a time of responsibility, but also a time for anticipation. The Carolina All Out crew is no different. Host Chris Douglas has three passions: God, family, and the outdoors. And when two or three of these can be combined into a single event, the appreciation is multiplied.
After being on the road for so long, for so many years, traveling all the continents I've been to and all the states and provinces, extreme temperatures, it's really good to come back home.
For Carolina All Out host Chris Douglas, preparation is everything.
About 120 degrees, it's just about time to go get the hog.
Hunting is difficult enough, and although Chris has been on more hunts than he can count in his career, he usually had a camera in his hand instead of a bow or a rifle.
I have to say that there's nothing like waking up in your own bed. You know, I'm living within 2 miles of where I was born. The beautiful thing about it, the Lord has allowed me to experience the world right here from my own farm. The farm that I was raised on, the farm my father was raised on, the farm that my grandfather started along with my grandmother. So it's a really awesome opportunity for me to be able to come back home after all the experience I've had and show everyone what North Carolina is all about.
The Carolina All Out crew is headed back to Greene County for the much anticipated spring turkey season.
This is the real deal. It's a motorized decoy. I've got an AVNX hen. Over here, I've got an AVNX strutter on these things. So you can take any decoy that you have and put it on this thing and move it. And it's a big deal, because I'm telling you what, from the distances we have to see what we can see here, turkeys could come out anywhere along this thing, and if they hang up, we can make these things move.
Carolina All Out is brought to you by the Dixie Deer Classic, the Carolina's premier sportsman's event. XGO, those who know wear XGO. The NC Wildlife Resource Commission, conserving wildlife since 1947. Piggly Wiggly, celebrating 100 years. Farms and Land Realty, selling land is what we do. New Sport Shop, a Carolina tradition since 1953. We'll be right back with more Carolina All Out.
At New Sport Shop in Kinston, we've got the gear. From our bodacious selection of fishing and camping gear to firearms, footwear, outdoor clothing, coolers, and sunglasses. We've got you covered. Come discover our state-of-the-art indoor pistol and archery ranges and uncover unique gifts, jewelry, home decor items, and fashionable clothing inside the Villager. We're New Sport Shop on the Highway 70 bypass in Kinston. At Noose, we've got the gear.
CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust-proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
Do you love the outdoors of Carolina as much as we do? Get your official Carolina All Out gear at CarolinaAllOut.com. Show your Carolina pride with our line of hats and t-shirts. Tag us on Facebook when you're wearing your CAO gear for a chance to be featured on our page. Show your love for the Carolina outdoors. Get your official Carolina All Out gear today.
CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust-proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
Set up along an old dirt road, Carolina All Out host Chris Douglas is hunting a unique setup and waits patiently for a large tom to answer his call. With weather on the horizon, Chris knows that his time is limited.
He's right out there, right where he's supposed to be. Well, we haven't heard any birds this morning. But you know, when you're turkey hunting like this, we can see a long distance both ways. We got a real deal decoys out. We've just left them sitting in a sitting position for right now. We'll move them around a little bit just every now and then, but when it's like this, you're not hearing birds, but you know you're in an area that has birds. If you've got patience, and patience is a virtue, you should hang in there, because you know, we're 9 o'clock and we haven't even heard a bird. We've seen one hen, and so we're just kind of going to hang in here a little while longer. You just never can tell. These birds are always moving, and they want to get in open places to strut to see other birds. So we'll just hang in here and watch and see what happens.
The real deal decoy system, the brainchild of Wayne Bullock. Wayne showed this thing to me, and I'm like, it's common sense, no brainer. You know, sometimes a decoy can be sitting there static, and you know, and if it's through the brush or something like that, they could overlook it. But as soon as you hit the button on that thing and it moves, it's a whole different game.
Here comes a turkey. It's a gobbler. He's strutting, putting on a show. I mean, how in the world did I miss it? Shoot. I don't know what just happened. How in the world did I miss him? in the Sam Hills and I missed that bird. I don't know. Woo! I tell you what, it's warming up, but we got a turkey on the ground and just in time because we got rain coming in here shortly. Looky here. Looky here, looky here, what a bird. Ain't he a pretty gobbler? I just can't get over just how beautiful and classy these birds are. We got beautiful colors, about a 9-inch beard, good spurs. Always excited about taking an opportunity to hunt wild turkeys here in Greene County, North Carolina, hunting with Wayne Bullock with Real Deal hunting decoys, and they really work, I'm here to tell you. Well, Wayne, we got it done before the rain came, and here he is, an absolute beautiful bird, and it came because of the Real Deal decoys.
Well, good. I'm happy for you.
Tell us a little bit about the Real Deal decoys so people will know what's going on here.
Well, what it is, I just had to kind of come up with the idea of making the decoy move. I mean, you know, you got your birds hanging up 100 yards or so. It's happened to everybody. We were hunting one day, and I just got thinking if I could just make it move, so I just went on it and started talking to people, started fabricating some stuff, and what's good about it, it's versatile. You can just take your decoy off and you can put your coyote setup on it. You can mount your GoPro on it, goose hunting. I mean, it's kind of endless what you can do with it. It's versatile. We don't sell decoys. We just sell the decoy system. You know, and what's so good about it, when it moves and they lock in on it, they're not worried about you.
Yeah,
I mean, did they even notice you?
No, he was paying full attention to those things.
Yep.
You put us on. I'll thank you very much for that.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Carolina All Out is brought to you by the Dixie Deer Classic, the Carolina's premier sportsman's event. XGO, those who know wear XGO. The NC Wildlife Resource Commission, conserving wildlife since 1947. Piggly Wiggly, celebrating 100 years. Farms and Land Realty, selling land is what we do. New Sport Shop, a Carolina tradition since 1953. We'll be right back with more Carolina All Out.
CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
Do you love the outdoors of Carolina as much as we do? Get your official Carolina All Out gear at CarolinaAllOut.com. Show your Carolina pride with our line of hats and t-shirts. Tag us on Facebook when you're wearing your CAO gear for a chance to be featured on our page. Show your love for the Carolina outdoors. Get your official Carolina All Out gear today.
At New Sport Shop in Kinston, we've got the gear. From our bodacious selection of fishing and camping gear to firearms, footwear, outdoor clothing, coolers, and sunglasses. We've got you covered. Come discover our state-of-the-art indoor pistol and archery ranges and uncover unique gifts, jewelry, home decor items, and fashionable clothing inside the Villager. We're New Sport Shop on the Highway 70 bypass in Kinston. At Noose, we've got the gear.
CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
Caleb with New Sport Shop, and today I'd like to go over shotgun maintenance, especially maintaining and keeping your gun clean before and after the hunt. First thing you need to do is, once you've chose your right shotgun, you need to find a good cleaning kit, a good solvent, good running oils, good lubricant, and if you already have a cleaning kit, you can buy adapters and mops. You also want to get a good bore mop for your shotgun. So first, getting into it, we want to take your bolt and you want to hit these high friction areas, both on the front of the face of the bolt, the locking lugs, the bottom, and on the top. Also get this little plunger right here. Next thing you want to do, coming to the receiver, you want to add a couple little drops in here. Kind of roll it around with a Q-tip, get a good nice coating on it. Moving to the magazine, make sure you clean the magazine. That's probably the most overlooked places in a gun. Take the magazine out. Always use caution because this magazine tube is under spring tension. All right, moving down in the stock, you want to use a good solvent again to get down into the spring, the stock spring here. Then you want to come back and oil it up. Make sure you get a good coating of oil, or either use what I prefer, Iran hog grease, to get down in there to really give that thing a good nice coat. Next thing, use your mop to clean your bore out with your solvent, but also don't forget to run a patch through there. Next thing, check your ports on your barrel. So you want to check this gas port right here, and also make sure that everything looks intact. Once you've got your gun reassembled, make sure to apply another small coat of oil on the outside of the bolt face. Rack it back a couple times just to make sure you got proper function, and you'll be ready to go. I'm Caleb with New Sport Shop. We're located here in Kinston on Highway 70 East. Our telephone number is 252-527-5058.
One of the best things about North Carolina is the diversity of habitat. From sandy beaches to rugged mountain terrain, dense woods and vast agriculture, the opportunity for a new outdoor adventure is everywhere.
It's a totally different day today than it was yesterday, that's for sure.
Yeah. Carolina All-Out host Chris Douglas is heading to Halifax County to meet friend and outfitter Scooter Lilly, Carolina Woods and Water.
I have to admire a guy who has a desire to do something in the outdoors. Scooter, not unlike me, loved it so good, he's made a living out of it.
I just feel like I can get maybe with
Jake, I'm not gonna shoot a Jake.
Did I say we were shooting Jake?
No.
Scooter and I met through my good buddy, Kenneth Chesson. That relationship has blossomed over the years and we've stayed in contact.
This is a weapon of mass destruction, and we're getting ready to go put it to the test on these turkeys over here in this field.
Now tell us how a man of your size is going to hide behind that.
It's all optical illusions.
It's always good, and you know you got a good friend whenever you haven't seen or talked to each other in a long time, and when you do call one another and talk, it's just like old friends.
The American wild turkey is the greatest conservation success story in recent history. By the early 1900s, the continent's wild turkey population had been reduced to an estimated 30,000 birds due to unchecked hunting and habitat destruction. Colonists considered the bird to be an unlimited resource and shot and sold for any reason at any time. Thanks to the intervention of conservationists such as Theodore Roosevelt and George Bird Grinnell and others, protected areas were designated and enforced by strict game laws. Today, an estimated 7 million turkeys roam the North American continent.
If you can place value on something, then you will protect it and you will sustain it. And so that's the way we look at conservation in a lot of ways for what we're doing here. We value the animals that we pursue. They're valuable to me, valuable enough that I will spend my money on guns, archery. We put our money where our mouth is as sportsmen. We want to sustain that. We don't want to lose that privilege. We don't want to lose that animal. And so we have gladly given our freedoms, if you will, over to a body of scientists and biologists to study and to make sure that we aren't over-harvesting If we do get in a situation that we'll gladly back off from the number of animals that we take a year. And so, again, it is about conservation. It is about conserving the animals that we pursue.
Carolina All Out is brought to you by the Dixie Deer Classic, the Carolina's premier sportsman's event. XGO, those who know wear XGO. The NC Wildlife Resource Commission, conserving wildlife since 1947. Piggly Wiggly, celebrating 100 years. Farms and Land Realty, selling land is what we do. New Sport Shop, a Carolina tradition since 1953. We'll be right back with more Carolina All Out. Do you love the outdoors of Carolina as much as we do? Get your official Carolina All Out gear at CarolinaAllOut.com. Show your Carolina pride with our line of hats and t-shirts. Tag us on Facebook when you're wearing your CAO gear for a chance to be featured on our page. Show your love for the Carolina outdoors. Get your official Carolina All Out gear today.
CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
At New Sport Shop in Kinston, we've got the gear. From our bodacious selection of fishing and camping gear to firearms, footwear, outdoor clothing, coolers, and sunglasses. We've got you covered. Come discover our state-of-the-art indoor pistol and archery ranges and uncover unique gifts, jewelry, home decor items, and fashionable clothing inside the Villager. We're New Sport Shop on the Highway 70 bypass in Kinston. At Noose, we've got the gear.
CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
It's early May and the All Out crew is at the Carolina Woods and Water Lodge near Scotland Neck with Captain Scooter Lilly. Except now they're not on a boat, but in a Suburban headed to a blind that's right in the middle of some of the best turkey hunting habitat in the state of North Carolina.
We're in Halifax County, and we're getting ready to slide into this blind. Just over to our right here, we have a hen decoy and a strutting tom decoy. And so what we hope is that a bird is going to come out, and they come out all the time. Here is what Scooter is saying. So a bird's going to come out, we hope, he's going to see this decoy, and he's going to come to it. When he does, he'll be in range for us to shoot. So I'm excited, going to get in here. I'm going to get finished set in. It's a gobbler. Right there on that point where Scooter said he'd be. I don't know if he can see that decoy from there. I'm gonna hit the button and see if I can make him turn. Oh yeah, he saw it. first time I've shot one in Halifax County. I love turkey hunting in our home state, and I can't wait to get out there and get a hold of that bird and see what he looks like.
Over there.
That did the trick right there.
Yeah,
that did the trick.
That's a neat deal, ain't it?
It is a neat deal. I appreciate it, really, man. That's awesome. Yeah, right over there. He came out right at that point, just like you said he would. And then we made this guy turn around a little bit for us, and when he did that, that was all she wrote. Carolina Woods and Water, how many acres do we have?
We're hunting 15,000 acres, and there's birds pretty much on every bit of it.
You know, I've reading and know that Halifax County is like one of the #1, if not the #1 deer producer in the,
deer
in
population.
the state.
Yeah, it is, and the turkeys have really boomed in the last 10 years, and it's something else we have to go along with our deer hunting. It's world-class turkey hunting here.
This is it, Halifax County turkeys. This is Carolina Hall. Greene County, and we got a turkey on the ground, and I couldn't be any more happy. I can't even think to take up. Let's do this again. Sweating, sweating. I won't smell dog poop in here, I hope.
Daisy.